Hey, what is up guys, it's Thomas over here giving you guys a first look for the game Dragoness, and it is a 3D MMORPG which is hack and slash, so it doesn't have a targeted system like many of the MMORPGs out there. So it's very similar to Vindictus, just give it cartoon graphics and oh, that's pretty much it, because this actually is a dungeon based game. And I actually played this game a while back and did have 4 characters on it. But we're just going to start on this east server over here. Well, let's play on this one actually, west, since it is busy, and like busy servers anyway. And it actually is published by the next one, but developed by Eyedentity games. Now, the creation screen over here is pretty cool. You have this 4 people just chilling out on this tree over here, and you actually get to pick them. So when you click on them, you can see their stats: the strength, agility, intellect, and vitality. It shows their main stat and what they can do. How do you sit back down, go back over here? So you can see there are 4 classes over here. There's what was that called? The cleric over there, the swordsman, warrior over there, the sorceress, and the archer. So there's 4 classes in this game. There's not many. I do believe there's one more coming out, which is already in the Korean version of this game. However, there is only 4 at this time, so that kind of limits the number of people inside the game. And let's go ahead and start the game now. Let's go for the... I don't know what to go for. Let's go for the archer. Let's go for archer, guys. Alright, so I have the archer over here. Archer specializes in long range attacks, and agility allows her to deal large amount of damage. So here is a small description, the difficulty level over here, and the main stat, as you can see, which is agi, which is the rest of them is pretty balanced over there. Not many choices for the hair. There's a few hair choices around over here, and I like these ponytails over here. These are, and let's see the colors. So there's only 4 colors, not many choices. So there's only 4 choices for each of your skin, hair, and eyes. And whoa, they changed quite a bit, I guess. But there's nothing that changed the character too much. It's about the gear pretty much in this game. And a few tops you can change the color of. This actually changes the gear, your whole set gear. So when you change this, all your gear will look exactly the same in this color, unless you have one of those cash shop gear, which is of course using outside money, real world money, to spend. So let's just look through all these small amounts of gear they have for this person, and let's just rotate this person. So that's pretty cool, a new feature to the game where you can actually make them rotate. Let's type in our name over here, guys. Let's just name it Thomas is iCool. Thomas is iCool. Let's go. Since I'm pretty sure iMthomaas was taken when I made it on the other server, when I had 4 characters there. So we're in tutorial right now. Let's enter my code. Guys, don't copy it, even though it's, I don't know what the point is anyway. So let's connect to channel 4. It is the first option. So I'm guessing it has some nice, I don't know, some deal with it. So let's join over here. Swords have a fast attack speed and wide range, and a lot of games tend to do this. They tend to put a lot of facts in the bottom, the map at the top, but the facts at the bottom. So they teach you a little bit about the game when you're loading, going into a new map, going back to town, and all stuff like that. So I have a little cutscene over here, pretty nice animation. So I'm just gonna stay quiet over here. Whoa, a little upskill over there. Who's gonna help her? Of course I will, because that's pretty much the story. I'm just running through the woods over here, and I see a little girl getting molested by green goblins, and of course I'm the one to jump in and kill them. So I have played this game a while back. As I said, I'm max level actually, which isn't the highest, only level 40 at this time, or 50. I don't know if they changed it yet, but don't have to tell me. This thing has to move out of my way, man. I'm trying to kill some goblins here. So anyway, the 2 characters in this game is actually become very important later on in the game. So these 2 characters over here isn't just for the beginning bit. It's actually for more than that. It's actually for a lot of the game, all the way to follow the storyline, because it's actually a main storyline in this game. And if you follow that, it's the best EXP, and also tells a little bit about the story, and it's a little bit fun to follow rather than just grinding dungeons. However, to be honest, I played this game, and because of that, I know that questing in this game, just collecting items, completing a dungeon, is just another way to take your mind off the fact that you're grinding the same dungeon again and again. So it's no different from actually grinding the same dungeon. It just has a second purpose to it. For example, you have to collect some gear, destroy some boxes in there, but besides that, you still have to grind the same dungeon again and again. I'm not saying that it's actually not fun because of that, because some games actually, all games are grinding basically, and this is no different from all of them. It's just simply the same way. And if you guys play any MMORPGs and you go to the highest levels or somewhere near there, you can actually find that there is there's actually some raids, and it's basically what you're doing every single time. I'm just gonna skip the tutorial over here. I don't want it. I do not want to do that. You don't get no reward for it, so there's no point doing it. And if you are new, I recommend you do actually do it, because you actually learn your keys in the game. It's gonna help you a lot. So we're gonna talk to this person. Of course, the main quests are located by the yellow one above their head. If I can find any more yellow ones above their head, you just want to look out for them. You want to do as many quests as you can, basically because they give the most XP, as I already stated before. Now, what does it talk about? A few things good about this game is actually the it has a balanced level rate, because the max level is actually pretty low, yet the XP gains not too high. Right now, if I do one dungeon, I'll get 60%. I like this part as well. It also shows XP you get for doing that particular mode. A few chats on the side, and your quests you have in here, the achievements that you can actually gain. And that's basically what makes the game good. Of course, if you select the high mode, you get more XP. So this one gets 15% more XP, but it uses a type of, I guess, currency in a way called PWR, and it stands for power. And basically, if I can actually see it, I'm not sure if I can see it when it's inside the dungeon. Never mind, I lied, guys. It's at the bottom of the screen. You can look at the XP on the left side of the bottom screen, and on the right side you actually see the PWER, and that's basically a mode where you actually gain more XP. So I'm gonna talk to this militia man over here, and talk to this guy, and I have to collect some map pieces over here. So basically, if you have any power, you do actually get more XP than normal. So it's always good to do dungeons while you still have power, because it gives you more. So spend on the ones that you actually need, and do the questing dungeons later when you don't have any power. Or if you can actually combine them all together, it's best to do it. And since there is power in this game, you want to actually you want to combine as many quests as you can to one dungeon. So as many quests as you can to one dungeon. Therefore, you only run it once. You finish like 7 quests, and you level up a lot. So that basically wraps up what this game has to offer. It's basically dungeons, quests, and a few bosses, and bosses are the main part of the dungeon. They're actually much more fun than actual grinding. However, of course, to actually do that, you actually have to enter the dungeon itself in order to find the bosses, because there's no outside world bosses. As I stated, it is actually dungeon based. With these portals, these are the stages, of course, and you just pass through all the stages, and towns connected to also the training fields, where you actually get linked to more portals. So basically, as you can see, it's not targeted. You actually have to use your skills in a way, your FPS knowledge, to actually be able to land a few of these shots. And each weapon, of course, differs from the other one, and depending on what class you play, there's different playing style. Of course, there's these items that drop down, give you extra buffs. You gotta watch out for some of these that give minus stats, for example. You just don't want to get them. So it makes you a little bit more vigilant compared to other games, because usually other games, all buffs are always good, but not in this one. In this game, some are not as good as the other ones, and you wouldn't expect that from a game like this. And it's not the first time to do it. I know there's other games that actually have bad drops, but this one is actually one that stands out a lot. I used to play this a while back now. This game was really good back then. I'm not saying it isn't good now. I just found some other things to do, and you know, compared to them, it's still good, guys. I'm not saying it isn't good. I'm just saying that I just played it a lot. Like, I played it throughout the whole holidays, and I played it so many hours of the day that, you know, it just got repetitive for me. But it was still fun. I come back to it, you know, a few times when I have nothing else to do. And yeah, so I just come back, check the updates, and I just want to see what's new in this game, because, you know, I like updates in games. It actually makes it much more fun. And of course, I don't want an overload of patches. Like patches can be small, like new dungeons, stuff like that, new high level content, but I don't want like new classes every single week. That's an exaggeration, but still, you guys probably know what I'm talking about. it caused a lot of people back, but it's also caused an inconvenience that, you know, there's so many new classes, you don't have enough time to try one out, and another one just comes out, and it's just, you know, really annoying. So anyway, less about that. There's a few things about this game. Basically, each class has more than one weapon, and the change of the weapon changes the playstyle. Like, if you're using a hammer, you want to just jump in there, do as much damage as you can. Yeah, swords, you just want to pick them up from long distance, and depending on the weapon that you choose, you can job advance into that weapon specific class. For example, if you're using sword, you become a swordsman. Using hammer, axe, you become a mercenary. It depends on what weapon you like the best. And as far as I know, because this game is actually not a target game, it's actually skill based, so PvP isn't imbalanced. Some classes of course are stronger than other ones. They can kite much better, and they have better movements and much more fluid gameplay, but besides that, it's actually pretty balanced. It's not like there's a few classes that are way over the top compared to everything else. And of course you have these small cutscenes here and there when you do the main quest, which is all cool. Some of them are so long it just hurts just watching the gameplay. So there's a few there's a lot of things you can actually do in the game. You can actually craft in this game. You can enchant items. There's a nice marketplace with the search bar. I love this kind of marketplace. So there's also about FM in like MapSoy is also fun to just walk around there, spend an hour or so looking for items. And here was what I was talking about. These are the mini quests I was talking about. The blue ones above their head. I can't begin these quests. I can't begin the level 2 one because you have to go somewhere else to begin them. So even if that NPC doesn't, you don't start the quest from that person. If they have something to do with the quest, you can actually see where you can start it from. So I'm level 3 right now, and this might be my 4th level, depending on how this goes out. No, I got no use from that, but you can see there's indicators on the screen which helps you lead to where you are. A few nice things in the game. There's also auto walk, as in you click on the spot and they'll walk you to there. So by clicking allows you to see demonstration skill. That looks so cool. I'm getting that immediately, guys. And you can't use any skills in town. You used to be able to, but people abused it so much that the town was so loud because all you heard was just like gunfire and like people blowing up, stuff like that. And it just caused an inconvenience, and so they just removed it. You can still press tab to bring out and put back your weapon, but that just changes nothing. You walk slower with your weapon out, you walk faster with your weapon in. And here's another small cutscene which I swear to God I just experienced that like not too long ago. So we're going to Ancient Temple Ruins. As you can see, here's a map over here. You do actually walk to different maps, and you actually get a tiny part of the next part of the map, and you actually see where you came from. So it actually shows the map you're in, all these commission boards and stuff like that. Commission boards will be your best friend at later game, but I'm not going to talk about it now because it actually is early game. And so we're going to enter this over here. We're going to do normal and make this our last dungeon, because these dungeons take a fair amount of time. And when you actually get high level, which I'll make another video for very shortly, you can see how fun bosses are late game, because it's all about dodging skills and all that cool stuff, and you guys will actually enjoy killing bosses in late game, which makes it much more fun than clicking on them, pressing all your buttons from 1 to 9 and just waiting for them to die and keep doing the same thing. This game actually has some dodging to it. As you can see, here's another dodge in this game. Yeah. Each class has different dodge, of course, different weapons, different playstyles depending on your class, and you hit them on the ground by pressing right click, guys. So you don't have to wait for them to get back up. You can actually hit them on the ground. You know, do a cheap shot, guys. It's counted in this game. And of course the potions on the ground do actually heal you, but it's not in balance because there is a small animation. If you want to pick it up, small animation over there. Well, that's not counted. This one is. There you go. Small animation over there, and that basically keeps it in a way balanced. And of course treasure chests, you can pick them up, but I just want to quickly finish this dungeon, end the video, and show you guys the more fun part of the game, the end game, of course, on my level 40 mystic, which I have. So basically, if you sort of there, it says clear all enemies. You may be like, well, that's so obvious. Of course you clear enemies to go to the next stage, but it's not always the same way. I like this over here where you're behind the pillar and you see past it, so you can block your view. Pretty nice for our third person-ish game, with not auto aim, just non-targeted system aim. I can't shoot this guy, it's more bug over there. but no biggie. Just get out in position and you can actually get him pretty easily. So basically what's talking about with the clear enemies part is just that you may be thinking, well, it's so obvious, of course you clear enemies to go to the next stage, but sometimes it isn't. Sometimes like activate all the portals, activate all the stones, protection stones, stuff like that, you know, finish this, kill only these guys, and you know, it's just some nice addition to the game. Makes all maps not exactly the same, but then again, most of them are actually clear enemies, so you can't expect a change every single time. And there's a few fun things over here in town, which I'll show you on my main character, of course. So stay tuned for the second video. It's basically like there's a few carnival stuff and some just show you guys marketplace and all that nice stuff. So basically at this low level, there's nothing you can do except kill a few dungeons, finish a few quests, and that's basically all you can do at an early level. And as I said, the EXP isn't that fast, isn't that slow. It's more cutting for the boss, but it does get tedious when you do it a lot of time. And I'm sure if you guys noticed, but from the last boss, there was that small animation where well, you can actually see the slow motion of the boss dying. So I'm gonna do my best and try to dodge this guy and not get hit and do like a perfect or whatever they call it. This guy come at me, woo, big dodge. See, you can just imagine that, but like bigger bosses. Whoops, I thought that was a melee skill, but that doesn't matter. You can just imagine that with bigger bosses and stuff like that. Makes it more fun, and that's a small boss that is no stronger than the actual small units. So that slow motion over there looks pretty cool. You actually chuck a few shots inside that if you're good enough. You have any good looking skill like that? If I did that in slow motion, it would be looking really cool. But obviously, I didn't think of it until now. And before I end the video, I just want to show you guys a few of the items you get in this game. And as you can see, I got a new achievement up here. You calculate points. I love that stuff in some games. Shows the mode that you played in. Second passer bonus. I have no idea what that game is. I haven't played this game for too long. And of course the chest system. Very nice chest system. You actually pick it. Depending on your S, you get as many gold bars as you deserve. Perhaps some measurement by this off you. So as you can see, you get a few trash items, but a few good items as well. I'm just going back to town quickly over here to show you guys what else this game has to offer. Of course, the main part will be on my main channel. So you actually have a content update, pretty cool. It shows all the content updates, of course, event updates as well. And let's go to inventory over here. My inventory is almost full, guys. You can actually buy new packs, but you need to spend real life money, or you get a few quests actually give you a few real world money, not real world money, cash up items, and that allows you to, you know, gain some stuff basically. And there are set bonuses in the game, so you can't just feel left out from having some sets. And of course, my inventory is over here. Has my necklace, earrings over here, my 2 rings, and my crest. Quest is actually contained over here. We actually have special, where you get a new skill, like an extra skill to your tab, and a few like enhancements that I show my main character. Of course, I will show you guys. Pet, mount, costumes, which is your pretty much what's it called, cosmetics in the game. And as you can see, the headgear looks pretty neat over here. I mean, like the equipment set out. You have your class, a few stats over here. You have your titles, of course. I have none at the moment. You have details, as you can see, more detailed ones. You have your ladder and your PvP, of course. So what do I have? One on Go XP. Okay, so that's basically what this game has to offer, and a few inventory slots because you don't want quest items taking up your other slots over here. What do you have? Inventory, character info, chat, events, skills, and social. So that's pretty much what you have. You have your cool achievement tab, which is actually pretty detailed. Shows all the achievements you actually gotten and all the ones that you can actually get as of now. So it's quite a few things you actually do in this game over here, and it actually does help to make this game more than just a dungeon grind. And of course, as I said, stay tuned for my next video where I will show you guys more of the content in this game. So this isn't actually all of the content in this game. This is only a small snippet of what you can expect at the beginning of the game. So here's my Thomas, is cool guy. Little blurs up a bit when you go too close. Of course, my elf with his big ears. So anyway, guys, that's gonna be the end of my video. Look at this guy running around. I'm gonna shoot him. So hope you guys did enjoy the video, guys. So don't forget to like, sub, favorite, comment, whatever you guys do to videos when you enjoy them. And don't forget to stay tuned for my next video when I go into my main low 40. Later, guys.